Good, happy Tuesday evening, June 22nd, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Tuesday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday evening, so let's begin. First up, please stop painting turtles' shells, New Hampshire Fish and Game says. It may seem like a way to help, but people really shouldn't paint the shells of live turtles, the New Hampshire Department of Fish and Game warned on Tuesday today. The agency's Facebook post featured a photo of a swimming, snapping turtle in Campton, New Hampshire in a pond with its shell painted bright orange. While the department said that shell painting is often done with good intentions, like making the turtle more visible to traffic when crossing roads, it often does more harm than good. Officials wrote that turtles' shells are living tissue, and paint toxins can not only get into their bloodstream, it can also reduce their ability to absorb sunlight and can make them more visible to predators. There are 7 kinds of turtle native to New Hampshire, according to the Department of Fish and Game. So, do not paint turtle shells. Not good to do. And take a look at this photo here of this turtle shell painted orange by someone. As you can see, the shell is painted orange. Someone painted this turtle's shell orange. Not good to do. Record travel numbers cause massive flight changes and cancellations. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
You've got your Gammy's hair and your mama's will, woven into every strand. So believe in your roots, baby, and greatness will follow.
That travel headache for so many. American Airlines is warning that hundreds of flights are likely to be canceled in the coming weeks. This as other airlines make changes with little notice. Gio Benitez joins us now from Newark Airport with more on this. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. Yeah, the truth is airlines did not expect air travel to return this quickly. Now their schedulers are scrambling, and travelers all across the country are paying the price. This morning, a warning to anyone planning to fly, prepare for changes.
I got an email that our 2-hour, 20-minute flight from Philly to Orlando got rerouted and is now flying to Boston, and then down to Orlando.
Megan Wolf is heading to Orlando for a mother-daughter trip, one of the thousands whose itinerary was changed unexpectedly.
We had planned a whole day in the afternoon because we were going to get there at 10:30 in the morning. So trying to add a stopover that's multiple hours away, we wouldn't get there until the evening. It wastes the whole day.
As the pandemic nears an end, some airlines are changing flight schedules the day of, but also sometimes days, weeks, and even months before departure to better optimize their schedules. And air travelers are taking their frustration to social media. People like Alexis writing, "Canceled my flight 4 times, had to unwillingly extend my stay, missed important events." So what can you do if an airline changes your flight?
If the airline significantly changes or outright cancels your flight, you're eligible for a full cash refund.
But whether you get a refund depends on each airline's rules. American says it will give a full refund if the change is more than 4 hours later than your original flight. JetBlue tells us if the change is 2 hours or more. On United, if the new flight options don't work out or it changes significantly. And on Delta, it says if they cannot find an alternate flight or if you choose to cancel the alternative itinerary, they'll give you an e-credit or you can request a refund. Scott Keys from Scott's Cheap Flights says sometimes these changes can benefit you.
Perhaps you've originally booked a connecting flight, you might be able to switch to a non-stop flight without having to pay anything extra to do so.
From Scott there, try not to check any bags. Carry them on with you instead. That way, if there's any sudden change, you won't end up losing your luggage. But Robin, I gotta tell you, expect these issues for much of the summer.
But Gio, do we know which airlines have the least cancellations and which routes are more likely to be canceled?
Yeah, so we looked at some of the government data on this, and as of April, Hawaiian Airlines, United, and Delta, they have the least cancellations. And as for those routes, when you think about these flights that are maybe once a day, those are least likely to get canceled. If you have flights that are 8 times a day, those are more likely to get canceled, Robin.
Good to keep in mind, Gio. Thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robert.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and goodbye.